was a 56% increase in FGF7 expression and an 85% increase in noggin expression. Oh my gosh, I can't speak today. Hey guys, the day has finally come where I'm going to reveal the hair growth serum that I was talking to you guys about while I was on vacation. Yes, it is a biotin hair serum, and this video is sponsored by Pureauty Naturals. And I took this sponsorship because of the concept. I'm not talking about the trend of using biotin to grow hair, but rather the use of serums as aids in hair growth. And I do use serums a lot with my hair, but this serum is a little bit different from traditional hair serums. It actually mirrors skincare serums a little bit more than what we're accustomed to. We've all heard of biotin for hair growth, biotin supplements. The data is inconclusive. The scientific research is not exactly backing that claim. Though I do have a lot of products with biotin in them, I don't want to dive too deep into that ocean because I just personally do not know for a fact if biotin is very good. So I did a little bit of research, and we're going to go over what this serum does, how it works, and all of that good stuff, and why I think it's special in its own special little way. So let's get into this video, guys. We're going to start with product claims. The company claims that it stimulates the hair roots, improves hair health, promotes healthy hair growth for both genders, and can be used on all hair types. Before we get into the science, let's talk about how I've been using this product. I typically prefer using it when I wash my hair, so I went ahead and washed my hair. Lately I've been using a new shampoo that I have not shown you guys yet, but I did show you in my community tab, and some of you wanted to see it, so I will be showing you what that shampoo can do and what it's all about. I also followed up with a new conditioner that I discussed in my community tab, but you just don't know which conditioner it is yet, and I'm gonna go over that later as well. This is the serum. This is the bottle that I've been using, and after I wash, I use the serum before I detangle or anything else. And this is the bottle that I've been using since November. It's almost gone. There it is. Look at that. I've had to keep it upside down because it's almost gone, and I have to like push up and open it this way. The bottle's a little bit hard, so it's challenging to squeeze out. And they do have this bottle that's new. This is the bottle that you will be receiving, okay? And it has a pump. I do appreciate the pump this time because I was struggling with this bad boy, squeezing this out after I got to a certain point. And it is 2 ounces. Retails at $18.45, which is normal for a serum. Actually, most of my serums have been above $20 for my face and hair. But I'm just gonna rub it around, and I'm gonna use the palm here. Let's just get in there. Massage my scalp. That's what I'll do daily. When I first wash my hair, I go ahead and massage my scalp, make sure I take time to get the entire scalp. I'm not as picky about it during the week, as long as I get my hairline, because I need to brush my edges so they look reasonably good, and because that is the most frail part, so they need that moisture that they're going to get from the serum, because it is a water-based serum and it does have humectants in it. It's very lightweight, so it's not going to cause product buildup. You can use it twice daily, though I only use it on wash day and midweek, and then the other days I use once daily along my hairline. It's really good to help you when your scalp itches. If you're like me and you tend to get scalp itch, it's always a good idea to wait a couple of minutes to let it absorb before you dry your hair, if you're gonna blow dry your hair. But otherwise, just go ahead and apply it and do your routine. For me, that would be detangling and then styling the way I'm going to style my hair. This particular hairstyle, I detangled my hair, and I blow dried my hair, and I trimmed my hair, so I'm gonna get into that in a future video because that's gonna take forever to talk about if we do it here. But I am going to link this in the description box, so if anybody's interested, you can go ahead and check it out, and check out the ingredients, and check out the website. Really scrutinize for yourself. Now, usually I'll say go 3 to 6 months with a product before you determine whether or not it's good for you. Sometimes you have to use a product for a while, especially if it is a hair growth product. But I will give you guys my initial thoughts on the product. I think maybe when I finish the second bottle, I can come back and give you guys my final thoughts and whether or not I'll continue. This is where things are going to get really exciting because we're going to talk about the key ingredients, which are biotin, pea extract, not pea like urine, but pea sprout extract like peas, and provitamin B5, which is panthenol, the alcohol analog to vitamin B5. Is basically the precursor. When you ingest it, it converts to vitamin B5 quickly. Like I said, biotin studies have shown to be inconclusive as far as the efficacy of biotin in hair growth, and I personally feel like, I don't know, we produce it so much. Is it really effective? Literally every product I have that has biotin in it, I've loved it. I don't think it's necessarily a good or a bad ingredient. It's just kind of present. If anyone knows what using a biotin on your scalp or on your skin will do for you to benefit you, definitely sound off in the comment section. That's what it's for. The other two ingredients are the ones that I got really excited about. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the pea sprout extract. Super excited about this ingredient. And pea sprout extract also kind of reminds me of my senior research when I was in college. I did my independent research on the effects of glucosinolates isolated from brassica sprouts, and I used those to treat cancer cells because I was trying to find a treatment that was non-invasive. When I see words like sprout and extract, I get excited. I cultivated my own plants. I extracted my own extract, did all of my everything. Moving right along, there was a study conducted, and I'm going to link it down below, back in 2013 on women mostly. Shocker. A lot of companies have used rats in the past because rats are homologous. We're similar. They're used as a model for human beings. The subjects were treated for a 3-month period with a 4% pea extract that was in a gel base, similar to this. After analyzing the hair, they found that there was a 28% decrease in telogen hair density and a 7.9% increase in anagen hair density. What does that mean? Okay, anagen hair, that's your growth phase when your hair is actively growing. About 80 to 90% of your hair is in an active growth phase right now. Unless, of course, you have telogen effluvium or whatever it's called, where you stress yourself out to the point where your hair is falling out, and you induce early telogen, which is the phase that is the resting phase. And approximately 5 to 10% of your hair should be in resting phase. For some people, it's more than that as you get older, or if you just are unlucky. That's terrible. Okay, so you may be thinking 90% of your hair is in anagen right now. 80% maybe. What's an extra 7.9%? Well, let's say this is your 90. Jeez, everything's so black. This is your 90, and then here comes your little 7.9. It looks bigger. It looks bigger. Yeah, it's a little bit more dense, right? So it might not be that much hair in your mind, but you do have more dense hair, so your hair is going to be fuller with this extract. So 95% experienced reduction in hair loss, 85% experienced an increase in regrowth. So maybe they were going through some kind of stress or something. I don't know what was going on with them. I think overall they felt like the quality of their hair improved. Let's talk about gene expression, because this is the thing that has gotten me super excited. They did a quantitative gene expression profile before they did the 3-month treatment because they wanted to see which genes were being expressed, and that's a nice way to gauge and tell which extract or what combination of whatever it is that you're going to use when you do the actual experiment over the course of 3 months. No point in treating people with something that you're not sure is going to work. So you have to look at the genetics of the extract first and then choose to use it as a treatment or choose to discard it altogether. Now, what they did was they had 4 extracts, A, B, C, D. All 4 of the treatments had a 2% extract put in a neutral scalp product. I don't know what the 3 other treatments were. I just know that this one had the pea sprout extract in it, and it was the one that they went with. And what they found was, over the course of 2 weeks, after analyzing the follicles that were plucked prior to the experiment and after the experiment was done, they found that there was a 56% increase in FGF7 gene expression and an 85% increase in noggin. So I'm just gonna quickly tell you what these two do with regards to how your hair grows and why I think sweet pea is the winner in this particular this concoction. FGF7 fibroblast growth factor 7. It instructs your germ cells to speed up production so you can induce a new hair cycle. So it's kind of like, hey, wake up you guys, get out of telogen, let's go, move it, move it, move it. Noggin does not stimulate anything, it blocks. It blocks BMP4, bone morphogenetic protein 4. Noggins suppress BMPs. That's what they do. That's their function. They are player haters. They're blockers. In this case, that's a good thing. That transition from resting phase to growing phase is suppressed by BMP4. So of course, when you have more noggin, you don't have a suppression of that telogen anagen transition. So you're going to quickly according to your hair growth cycle, go from telogen to anagen, which is the resting, to the growth phase, shrinking your resting phase. FGF7 speeds up production and gets you onto a new growth cycle, whereas noggin blocks the delay between telogen and anagen so that you can quickly transition out of a resting phase and into a growth phase. Let's talk about panthenol. I have looked all over the internet and just about everybody agrees on how panthenol works with the hair. It's a humectant. It is a component of honey. It is a provitamin. That means when you take it in, it will quickly oxidize into vitamin B5. It's a humectant. It absorbs easily, makes your hair feel lubricated, not greasy. It will penetrate your hair shaft. It will penetrate your scalp. It's used in a lot of skincare products. There are so many things that it does that are kind of like along the same line though. They're kind of the same but different. Because it absorbs easily, it is a permeability enhancer. Hello? I don't know about the size of biotin. I don't know how easily it is absorbed in the presence of an alcohol. I know when you take it orally, sublingually, it can be absorbed. I was thinking because panthenol is a permeability enhancer, the other ingredients can also absorb along with it, those that will be able to absorb into your skin and hair. Maybe they chose biotin to be part of the key ingredients. Maybe it can absorb in the presence of panthenol easily. I did not look at that. I'm not going to say anything about that. I didn't look. I should have looked. But I guess when I do a follow-up video, we can go over that. Now, I'm just gonna quickly go over the ingredients that you might not like. Some people don't like glycerin, and there is glycerin in this. Some people are allergic to soybeans, so there is soybean extract in here as well. Obviously, people with allergies are smart enough to read the ingredients before they purchase. I'm not too concerned about you guys, but I also don't want to waste your time because I do feel you. I understand. I am allergic to certain things, so I understand. I haven't had any reactions as a result of using this product, and I've been using it for about 2 months now. So I think I'm in a good place. I haven't used it for 3 months yet. I haven't gone 6 months. I can't give you a full verdict. I've been very sporadic with my use, like twice a week, and then on my hairline. We're gonna call this a first impression. I'd like to start by saying I am happy it doesn't finish fast. I still have quite a bit of product in here. I'm also glad that there is a pump. I like what it does for my roots. It makes them easier for me to manage. It makes it easier for me to manage my hair. A nice primer for styling, detangling, whatever else it may be that I'm doing. Works beautifully. When I blow dried my hair, it was just like, wow. It was great. It was wonderful. It is 2 ounces at $18.45. I don't know how your budget works, so I'm not going to speak on that for you, but that is actually cheaper than most serums that I've used. So for me, it's fine. It's going to last me a few months, but I'm telling you guys, one thing I couldn't help think about was minoxidil, which is a hair growth product that people use for hair loss. Literally, you could have a super serum where you have FGF7 that's inducing a new hair growth phase, right? And then you have the noggin that is blocking the delay from telogen to anagen, therefore indirectly inducing a new hair growth phase. Then you've got your panthenol that's hydrating, lubricating, and making sure everything is absorbed. Your minoxidil, which is a vasodilator, opens up your blood vessels, and then oxygen and nutrients can travel through. And of course, I think it's potassium channels, so that oxygen can come through and you'll have an abundance of oxygen that will be available to pass freely through the dilated blood vessels and go to your scalp. So I was like, what if you could make a super serum? But at the same time, there's probably a pretty strong side effect, and I don't know the interaction between the different ingredients. I wouldn't want to venture too deep into that. So we're gonna see where our hair grows this year. While I'm not on a growth journey per se, I do want to maintain a certain thickness. Huge shout out to Pureauty Naturals for sponsoring this video. Very thought-provoking product, and I'm curious to see how it works on my hair over time. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching my video. As always, I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye!